This morning in Europe, I woke up to some astounding news. We can finally put a face to the superlative Jeopardy player of all time. So if you want to know what the most confused Jeopardy player looks like, that's what he looks like. And also, if you want to know what the greatest Jeopardy player of all time looks like, we also got that news today. Huge congratulations to first Ken Jennings for having a really phenomenal performance. Props to James and Brad for being amiable foils and worthy adversaries. Congratulations, as usual, to the entirety of the Jeopardy production team, especially Alex Trebek for putting on a fantastic show, and to ABC for recognizing that you can get great ratings by putting smart people in primetime TV. But I noticed some disturbing commentary after Ken's well-deserved win. A lot of people were saying, well, if you just put a computer on stage, they'd clean up. And this is even by people who should know better, like James Holzhauer himself. And I don't think that people were just joking around. And I can understand how people might believe this. If you looked at the AI hype that's coming out of IBM's win against Brad and Ken on Jeopardy, or our own run against Ken Jennings at the University of Washington on quizbowl, the superior format in my opinion. You can check more information on that in the description. In the Watson matchup, Jeopardy made sure that the questions were the normal Jeopardy questions from the standard queue of questions that get written for every game on Jeopardy. We did exactly the same thing in our Quiz Bowl matches. But the GOAT questions are not normal questions. They're meant to challenge the greatest players of all time. And they're also meant to show off the dexterity and skill of Jeopardy's ace writers.
Rhyme time for 1,000.
In Papeete and the rest of the aisle, a signed agreement to quit spray painting. James.
What is it, Tahiti Graffiti Treaty?
Yes.
Unlike normal Quiz Bowl or Jeopardy questions, there aren't hundreds of thousands of questions to practice on. And that's what machines need to look smart. But you don't have to take my word for it. In December 2018, we ran a tournament where questions were written specifically to challenge computers. And the computers didn't fare so well. Not a single game was won by a computer team. But these questions felt normal to the humans who were playing in our tournament. So while the human greatest of all time is a settled question, human-computer matchups have a long way to go. And the research community has a lot of work to do before we can even come close to challenging Ken, James, Brad, or even the average Jeopardy contestant in a fair match. At the moment, computers would be as confused as this poor idiot on GOAT questions. I am hoping that we can see some fair matchups against humans and computers on trivia questions. And if anyone is up for a game, we're always willing to host at the University of Maryland. And you can see a lot more examples of the matches that we posted in the description.